What's up, people? Let's start this again. What's happening? This is a Throwback Thursday. How's everybody doing tonight? With everybody online, there's a lot of issues going on online, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is why is it so important that you hear a lot of people talk about this all the time. The network marketing, home business is about duplication. Duplication. Everybody's talking about if it's not duplicatable, you shouldn't do it in network marketing. What is it true? What is true duplication anyway? Okay. You can't, and what we talk about also in network marketing, the 2 points that we talk about, we're always talking about duplication and we're talking about leadership. Now, leadership, you really can't duplicate. Leadership comes from in here. Leadership is a personal thing. Leadership is something that you have to find within yourself to do. Okay, you have to want to be a leader. You can't duplicate. You can't teach that. You can't do none of those type of things. All we can do as influencers, or what do you want to call yourself, if people we are on online markets, we can direct you to resources that we have. But the true leadership stuff comes from you. That means you have to be willing to put some time in. You have to be willing to educate yourself about anything. That's where leadership comes from. And to share it out, that's where all the leadership comes from. You have to be willing to put yourself out there and be willing to be ridiculed online to the world. That's what it is. And if you're not willing to that, then we cannot teach you leadership. That's not duplicatable in the stuff, okay? In a sense. Now, what we always hear, and this is the analogy I kind of a little bit cringe about, especially I hear this in network marketing. At least that's what I've heard in the space with people I've been with. But let me move this over some. Okay, they use the analogy of McDonald's to the duplication process and all that other stuff. But that is a store. That's not people. There's so many contradicting talking points in this industry that really kind of rubs me the wrong way. Systems are just systems. And I've always said systems, I don't even think you can duplicate systems, because systems are ran by people. Systems are only good as the people who follow them. Okay. But then you don't want to be caught in the system because you become a robot. And so the biggest problem in network marketing and their systems is that you get everybody talking like the same, doing the same thing, and then people catch on. See, the whole thing about what we call the attraction marketing thing, it's not even duplicatable in the sense of what network marketers call duplication. Attraction marketing is an individual also. That's a personality thing. That's a spiritual thing. It's all those type of things. You cannot duplicate those things. So the duplication aspect in network marketing is kind of misplaced in the sense if all you want is cooperative robots, okay, like the Stepford wives, that's not a business, because all you don't have any creativity, you don't have anybody to leave that strict parameter of what's going on, and that's all you got. You got a bunch of people like soldiers. Okay, we're at war on some aspects of doing something different, but even at war, you have to be a little different to outwit your enemy. Okay, you can't be so regimented in your convictions that you can't see where you may need to turn in the road or whatever. Okay, if you can't see that, you can't be successful. You cannot beat the enemy. Okay, and just like what we're going through now with this COVID-19 thing, we're dealing with an invisible enemy that we can't see, we can't smell. Only thing we know it hits us if we get afflicted with it. Okay, and we got to think, we get a lot of people that get mad when you think out of the box about what's happening, and ain't no different when you think out of the box in business and network marketing. We are experiencing today, folks, the biggest disruption since the internet in business. Really, that's what we're experiencing. Okay, the internet was the biggest disruption because it disrupted the way we were used to doing business, using high tech and high touch, a lot of high touch. Right now, what's going on with this COVID, we have to use strictly high tech, and video is the closest that we're going to get to high touch. So duplication, in the sense of what people in network marketing always spouting off, to me is really, really misplaced thought process. Let people be. Direct them, give them resources, give them education. But the total leadership, the duplication of the leadership aspect, that comes from you. Okay. It don't come from what I say to you. It doesn't come from your upline. It doesn't come from any of those people. If you're looking for some regimented duplication, you're gonna struggle in this, in this aspect of marketing, because let's look at it from this standpoint. Back in the day, before social media and the internet, why they always talked about duplication? Because you didn't have the avenues of your message being out. Network marketing was a different thing. Not many people knew that much about it, and people could actually walk around saying stuff. But after a while, if you come across the same type of people all the time, you will start getting to get a feel. This is one of the things people were talking about in this industry, about this cross-lining stuff. Well, that's another talk point that is overused also in this profession. I should have named this title the most overused, outdated phrases in network marketing. That's what I should have called this. Because they're outdated, people. We live in the 21st century, and we live in 24/7 information, where you can get 24/7. And if you think that nobody's going to say the same things that you've been taught, you get a bunch of army of people who are saying the same thing scripted. They know where you're coming from. Oh, I've heard that before. The duplication thing is really misplaced. Let me give you a prime example. When Bruce Lee died, okay, I've been a big Bruce Lee fan since I can remember, okay, and when he died, the kung fu martial arts industry was big, probably from the 60s to the 70s, in the Shaw brother industry. When Bruce Lee came around in the 70s, he was kind of a big disruption in the whole industry, because he brought the realism of fighting, with as much as you can, the realism of fighting on screen. Everything else was about mysticism. And if you ever seen these movies, they flying sword fights with 5,000 guys and they kill them all and all that. Well, Bruce Lee's fighting was more down to earth. So it disrupted that whole industry, but it disrupted it in a good way, because of his charisma and his stamina and his finesse in fighting, and how he came across on the screen. When he died, that left a big hole in the industry, because people were getting used to him and whatever, and how he presented himself online to the screen. So what the industry does, and what they so much do all the time when somebody like that comes around, they try to find somebody to fill that hole, a duplicate, somebody that's just like him. All right, they're always trying to duplicate that same success story. This is why in movies right now, you got all these sequels. People don't have a lot of faith in their creativity. Or is it just money? Probably a little bit of both. Okay. And right now, with this COVID that we're going through, people, we had made this talking point earlier in my Sunset Sunday shows, about if, they're talking about the movie industry is going to lose something like $100 and something billion in revenue, because of people not going to the movie theaters, because that, and that, those ticket sales are going. But you know what? A lot of ticket sales were going down before COVID. Okay. Because of another paradigm shift has happened. Netflix, streaming movies, Amazon, Hulu, Prime videos from their AT AT&T TV. What's the other ones? There's a bunch of them out there. The streaming thing has disrupted the movie industry, and it has disrupted it way before this COVID happened. So my whole point about, we're going to always go through disruptions, and the duplication thing is not, in business, it's misplaced, and especially that you hear so much in network marketing. You cannot duplicate somebody else. We're not here to create clones of anybody. Okay, what you should be doing as far as learning from people, do not try to duplicate somebody you may admire. You may take some traits of them. Everybody takes some traits of me. I was influenced by Bruce Lee. My attitude about life and stuff. Yeah, you get influenced. There's a difference between being influenced and try to totally be like that person. And too many people try to be like their upline. Take what is useful and discard the rest. That's one of the things that Bruce Lee influenced me in life. But we so much trying to tell people that comes into this industry to be duplicatable. No. If you're going to be a leader in anything, you got to be yourself. You got to be willing to put yourself out there. You got to be ridiculed. This is the business. Okay. There's another thing I just saw online today. They're going to talk about in a few weeks about, there's a thing called Go for the No. Sometimes I think that's misplaced, because when that came out, see, a lot of you guys that are online today are a lot younger than me, and I've been around this a lot longer, and they're part of that industry, that group that's come when the internet and everything was coming about. So they don't understand when that book, the original book, I'm not talking about Ray Higdon's book, okay? There was a book called Go for the No way before Ray Higdon. In fact, I didn't know nothing about Ray. I don't even think Ray Higdon was in the industry. Half of them guys weren't even in the industry then. Okay, there's another book called Go for the No. If I had it down here, I would show you it. But there was another book about that, and it had nothing about that. Go for the No is because the way we had to market our business was you had to go through a lot of no's. Okay, now the shift right now, you don't have to do that because of the leveraging factor of the internet. So you don't have to go through a whole lot of no's to get some success. There's leverage, there's marketing, there's a whole that's what's going on. Okay, I'm back. What you gotta understand in this industry is that some people don't evolve, and you gotta understand the history of it to make a correlation to what it is today. And what people got to understand, if you understand, there's still a lot of people in this industry are working from the standpoint of the 80s, some from the 70s. And when you understand it, then you have to re-educate those people to re-educate the people who even said this stuff. See, a lot of people take stuff from their own time period. Every marketer, mostly every marketer, every person, every influencer are going to take things from their own experience. Okay. Perception for everybody is their reality. Perception. Okay. Regardless whether you want to believe, it's all about where you come from and how you relate to everybody, where your experiences come from. Okay. Now, like I said to you, when we talk about duplication, it's way not represented, but what's the word I want to use? It's misplaced. It's a misplaced term. Like so many things get worn out. We got terms like unprecedented. Now we use it all the time. Yeah, every other word somebody on TV said it is unprecedented. Well, it's fucked up to me. Really, that's what it is. It's fucked up. It's a whole fucked up situation. I hear. Everybody on these TV shows, they get together and say, oh, how are you gonna say this? Oh, it's unprecedented. What? Fuck. And everybody starts sounding the same. Then you start getting tired of hearing about that. So, that's the problem with most people in this thing. And going back to network marketing, people jump on the bandwagon because they hear somebody who's successful saying it. They think, oh, I need to use it. I need to say it. They're afraid to be themselves. And we don't live in a, bad to say it, especially in the last few years, we don't live in a country that vilifies for people being themselves. We don't live in a country that vilifies people from being critical thinkers. We don't live in a country or a world maybe vilified for people who use common sense, okay, and stuff. Those are not rewarded. What's rewarded in our country, in our society today, we talk about leadership, but if you're too much of a leader, then you're scrutinized. See, people say, like I hear people say, well, I want people who keep it real. Now, a lot of people use that term over and over too. Duplicate that same talking about, do you really want to fucking keep it real? Do you? Most of y'all really don't want to keep it real. Because if people really wanted to keep it real, y'all will get offended. Okay? Y'all will really get offended. I've offended a few people that I've known a while because some of the things I've said online, and they got offended. But I'm keeping it real. And I'm unapologetic about it also. So, that's another thing. A lot of people get mad about you're talking about a lot of different things. And they get mad, but they say, well, I want somebody truthful to keep it real. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. You don't want that. You only want to keep it real. You only want to keep it real when it ain't affecting you. Or if it's not totally directed towards you. Okay. A lot of people don't do not really want to keep it real. They don't. It's too hard to keep it real, people. It really is. It's too hard to keep it real. It's too hard to. If I see me, like, I'm sharing this video out to groups right now. Okay. See, a lot of things when you do videos like this, you got to promote. You got to promote. If you're not promoting, you're dead. Okay. Promotion is a big thing in marketing. You got to promote it to the right areas. You got to promote it to the right. That's what I forgot to do. And right now, you have to. Let me put this way. You have to promote it to where areas that people are watching, that people follow you in. All those type of things are very important when you're doing marketing. Marketing is just, I don't even want to call it marketing. Let me keep it real. Marketing is just, let's keep it. Marketing is just filling a need. Okay. It's not always duplicating what somebody else do. This is why I say, I hear people talking about network marketers, but one of the things I noticed about network marketing, because there's still an old school mentality there, because it's been spread down for over 30 years or more. And now they've got to wake up to the reality of what we're doing. Okay. Everything's not duplicatable. Most things aren't duplicatable. They are influenced. Maybe that's the better term I would like to use. Most things are more influenced than they are duplicatable. And I think sometimes they misuse that term. It's like a lot of terms they misuse a lot. We misuse a lot of in the light of where we're living in the climate. Okay. They misuse a lot of different things. But right now, if you're in the network marketing space, as I was saying before, duplication is not a real true term that you can do within this industry. You can influence and train and direct people to good resources. That's the only thing you can do. And part of what we talk about attraction marketing, all it is about people who are attracted to you as a person. That's all it is. Let's keep it simple. It's not about. It's really not about the courses or what they got to sell or any type of thing. It's about them being attracted to you. How are they attracted to you? Be comfortable who you are. And that leads up to the leadership. People are attracted to folks who display their leadership because they are comfortable in their own skin. And I understand that takes a long time for some people to be comfortable in their skin. You got to be comfortable in your skin. If you're going to do this online marketing thing, you got to be comfortable in your skin. You can't worry about what other people going, hey, as Medea says, people going to talk about you when you dead and gone. So you might as well get used to it and be who you are and let it go. Because you can't, it's not about, this ain't about making everybody comfortable. And I've made a lot of people uncomfortable about what I've said, but I'm, like I said, I'm unapologetic about it. And what I'll try to get people to do is become, and you see me, I fuck up on video all the time. And I got video background, but some things you just do. You just gotta keep moving with it, man. It ain't nothing, and and don't worry about it. Everybody's trying to be so professional. But you're really staying broke. Everybody trying to be worrying about whether somebody is spelling something right. I'm not saying be a dumbass and spell something so incorrectly that nobody can read it. But some people are so up the ass about somebody's grammar, somebody's this and that. You know what? Most of us English thinking people don't talk perfect English any damn way. So why the fuck would you think somebody's supposed to spell so perfectly all the time? Okay, this is why I don't get. I'm kind of ranting about a little different things, but a lot of people duplicate. And if you want to talk about duplicate, a lot of people duplicate the wrong things anyway. They duplicate a lot of negative things or what they perceive as negative. But if you're doing something that's really positive to try to help it, nobody wants to duplicate that. Okay, then we talk about duplication. All right, in network marketing, I would like to reuse the word influence instead of duplicating. Influence fits better. Influence helps people think about what's being said and may influence, especially is in the right way, because you can be influenced in the wrong way also. Okay. But that's really what it is. You're being influenced. Hey, we use the term now, influencers now. Okay. That's the term that's being thrown around in the online marketing space. Influencers. You're an influencer. I don't know if I'm an influencer or not. I'm just sharing some things that that's on my mind, my heart, whatever. And some people gonna get it, some people are not, and that's cool. Okay, you influence. Everybody's influenced by something. Whether anybody can duplicate a lot of things, no. There's never going to be another Kobe Bryant. There's never going to be another Michael Jackson. Okay? They influenced the industries that they were in. So we need to stop trying to even duplicate them. Okay? There's never going to be another, let's see who else I want to think about. Who was the, James Brown. Okay? Those people come around once in a lifetime in the industries that they are in. Okay, I happen to been born on the day of James Brown. Okay, so we appreciate who they are, but let's try to take what they have to offer and use it in a positive way. We keep trying to duplicate every damn thing and trying to be just like them. That's what the struggle is. I bet you most people struggle in network marketing because they're trying to duplicate every damn thing. No. Learn what you've been learning. Okay. Learn what you've been learning. Put it in your own perspective with your own personality. And I guarantee the right people will be attracted to you. Okay. With that being said, my name is Greg Smith. I have a show on Sunday, Sunset Sundays, every Sunday night at 8:30. Let me see. I don't have that on here. But if you like what you're hearing here, you can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me here on my ticker. Let me go here. Okay, let's go here. The ticker. What's going on here? Okay. If you like what you're hearing, thanks. If you think this is out, please share. Give me a thumbs up on this thing. Please subscribe. If you're watching, whether on YouTube or on Facebook Live, which I'm recording both. If you like what you're saying, subscribe to both. Okay. With that being said, I hope you got value. Check out my blog right here at GregorySmithOnline.com, my website blog. You can check out that. And I got this little ass fucking mouse here. Okay, you can check all this out. Take this off. With that being said, I hope you got value. Peace. Take care. I'm out. We'll see you on the next video. Later.